Hey, welcome to 209coach.com. I want to do a video on Bri Ellis and her pullback and why she has so much power. Now, this young lady right here is the one 2025 National Player of the Year. She is just the most amazing player in 2025, pretty much in all sports. What she has accomplished is phenomenal. And I want to explain to you what's going on in her swing, why she hit so many home runs, why her slugging percentage was so high. And I hope this video helps you. Now, pay attention to what's going on right here. If you watch my videos, everything starts with a good setup. Watch how relaxed her arms are right here. Basically, she's just leaning her bat on her shoulder right here, very vertical. Notice how much flexion she has in her arms. There's no tension. Now watch what's going on right here. As she starts to get into her swing, she loads up into that back leg right here. You can see how she's shifting into that back leg. You can see how her back pocket right there is starting to coil. Therefore, her back pocket is working towards the pitcher. This creates a lot of power. This creates a lot of torque and resistance. Now watch what's going on right here as she reaches the apex of the gather, doing what I just mentioned. As she starts her forward move, watch what's going on with her back elbow. Watch how the back elbow works back and behind her as she pretty much just hovers her front leg forward. Notice her front leg. It's not lunging. She's basically just sticking it out there. Now, as she starts her forward move, notice how her back elbow works back and behind her, okay? Now, what I would recommend for you to do is when you get into your swing, feel like your back pocket is working towards the pitcher, okay? Just feel this with very relaxed arms and a vertical bat, just how she's doing right here, okay? And then from here, what I want you to do as you start to do your forward move where your front leg is basically hovering to toe touch, not to heel plant, get to toe touch, and I want you to feel like your back elbow is working back and behind you. Now, the way you do that, get your top hand and feel like it's pulling behind your ear. Now, you want to feel almost like your top hand, it's almost like it's spilling a cup. In other words, you can see here, if you were to look at her palm right now, her palm would be facing right now in the direction of the pitcher, right? Now pay attention to her palm as she starts to get her front leg or to get to toe touch, how she hovers to toe touch. Notice her top palm, okay? Again, just like I mentioned, it goes from facing the pitcher to literally now is facing in front of home plate, just like this, okay? This right here will help you to get that back elbow to work back and behind you. You want to do it with your top hand. It's a very subtle move from 1 to 10, probably about a 2 or a 3 of a pullback. Just get used to doing this over and over. Now, if you do it correctly, you should feel a lot of torque. You should see that your back elbow's in line with your shoulders, okay? With your back elbow's in line with your shoulders, you can see right here. I'll just draw a circle where her front shoulder is, her back shoulder, and the top of her back elbow, okay? And you can see it's very obvious if you draw a line across her shoulders and her back elbow, it's all in a straight line, and also it would be pointing in the direction of the second baseman, okay? Now, when you do this, just do it over and over until you feel like you got the angles correct. Now, once you get to toe touch, notice her hips. Notice how she does kind of a hip thrust right there. You will feel like your hips are thrusting towards the pitcher and your torso is working towards the catcher. Now, maintain the pullback. Now, watch right here. As she gets into this torso tilt and as she gets into the hip thrust, right now this is where she is. Notice that her back elbow is still pretty high. In other words, her back elbow has not slotted next to her rib cage. You can see that she is able to maintain that elbow where it's still pretty high, okay? Don't let that back elbow slot to your side. Again, watch what's going on right here. As she starts her forward move, the back elbow works back and behind her. She gets into toe touch. She does the hip thrust, the torso tilt, and the back elbow is still pretty high. Now from there, maintain the pullback with the hip thrust, and you want to really feel like you're still pulling back. Let the lead elbow work up to the height of the mouth right here like she's doing right here. And you should have at this stage of the swing where your knob is literally pointing upward, okay? Upward. You do not want your knob pointing in a horizontal manner. You want the knob to be pointing upward, and the reason why, this is what allows the bat to slot behind you very quickly by letting the pullback work and the lead elbow work up to the height of the mouth and the knob working up, it allows you to get this move. Pay attention to the bat. It goes from going behind her to literally slotting down very quickly into the path of the pitch, okay? This is very crucial that you understand. Watch where the knob is pointing right now. The knob is kind of pointing in a downward manner, okay? Now immediately it goes pointing in an upward manner. Do this, and then from there, keep the bat very vertical through the hitting area. See how her bat is vertical? Her bat is still vertical right there. Again, don't overlook this. Her bat goes from, again, the knob facing down, immediately facing up, and then the bat is vertical. The bat is vertical. This allows you to hit to and through the ball with a beautiful extension like you see what she's doing right here. She just does a beautiful, beautiful job of letting her arms extend to and through the ball. Again, pay attention what's going on right here. Just like I just said, she starts with a beautiful setup, okay? And then from here, she lets her back pocket work towards the pitcher, and then she gets to a beautiful apex of the gather here with a vertical bat. She starts to hover that front leg forward. Again, pay attention to her back elbow as she's doing this, applying the pullback. She has that shoulder to elbow look at toe touch, and again, she maintains the pullback right here, maintains it, maintains it, maintains it. And again, from here, as she's maintaining the pullback, the knob is down, and then immediately it works up, vertical bat, and then from there, she gets, again, like I just said, into a beautiful extension of the arms where everything works up. Now, I hope you like this video. Please give me a like if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching.